What's up?
All right, cool. I'm responding to one of my subscribers. He asked me a question. I apologize it took me so long to get to this video. I've just been real busy with the New Year stuff. But he asked me a question, so I want to make sure I answer that. I couldn't answer it behind my desk, so I had to answer it actually doing action. And so he was talking about gun from the front. So if you've been doing Krav or something similar, you know the first thing that you have to do is get out of the line of fire. Okay, in Krav, we do a control, attack, and takeaway. Okay, I'm not going to go over how to do it. I did a video. Matter of fact, I'll put a link somewhere up above or down below so you can look at that video on how to actually do the technique. What he was asking about was the punch. He asked a question that was a good question, easy answer. His question was in stress. He got the redirection. In stress, he feels like if he throws a punch in stress, he's going to miss and hit the forehead or something like that, do damage to the hand. If he does that, it's going to be harder for him to do anything after that. So what does he suggest? Okay, good question, easy answer. First of all, let's talk about the actually missing the punch, okay? So, in his question, he was talking about, he said, you know, when people fight, they always hit people's forehead or top of the head, mess up their hands. Well, that's true, but typically, put the gun down for a second, if he's throwing punches at me and he's moving, right, he's moving. That's why you hit him in the head. If somebody is holding a gun at you and you're doing this defense, the head is not moving. And if it is, I wouldn't suggest you doing this defense. This is a still target. So once I'm out of the line of fire, I'm not going to miss this target. It's standing still. And if you do miss it, you need to work on your punch. This guy is not moving at all. So you shouldn't hit him in the forehead. You should hit him right in the face. So that's one thing. That's one thing. You got to work on your punch, okay? The second thing is feeling secure in your punch, okay? Feeling secure in your punch. So I feel real secure in my punch. Why? Because I've used it, okay? Oh, here we go. We're getting back to that thing I'm going to say. What's that word? You got to spar. You got to spar, all right? If you have, a lot of times when people don't feel comfortable with their punch, it's because they never actually use their punch in a high intense situation. They've never sparred or whatever. So if you don't feel strong enough to throw a punch that's going to do damage, somebody got in my eye, to do damage to your striker, I don't even suggest doing it. As a matter of fact, you may want to go to cupping or something like that. Maybe you feel stronger with your kick, all right? Because you got to feel stronger with your punch. Ironically, I've thrown plenty of jabs on people. I've actually thrown hooks. But to throw a straight left, this is my save your life punch. I've never thrown a straight left and done a lot of damage. So anytime I do a redirection with my right hand, I automatically go to my cupping because I don't feel like I have a strong left punch. If I was a southpaw, maybe I feel more comfortable throwing a left punch. Okay, so that's the first thing. And as far as getting out of the line of fire, and it's a still target. And the second thing is you want to work on your punch so you can have your aim. Okay, so I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to go through those quick little tidbits about why the punch is effective. Once again, if you don't feel like you have an effective punch, it's not the time to figure that out if you have a real gun on you. You figure that out in training, okay? If you don't feel like you have an effective punch, you probably need to work on cupping or something like that. Don't do a punch, a kick, or anything that you haven't done in stress if your life depends on it, okay? But then again, you know, whatever you're going to do it to the best of your ability, all right? Peace, I'm out. Oh! Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, all right? Like, comment, subscribe. I got more. All right, I want to make this other point, and this is another important point. Now, In stress, yes, okay, in stress, let's say that you don't have a good punch. Let's say you don't have good aim, and let's say you manage to do your redirection, and let's say you do hit him in the forehead, okay? Listen, if you're under that type of stress and your adrenaline gets to pumping, I'm willing to bet that you're not even going to know you broke your hand. I have been training, boxing, and anything else, and got injuries to my hand, and I didn't even know it until after class. Right? I've gotten to real situations and hurt myself and didn't even know it until after. So your adrenaline is moving. So if you break your hand, you're probably going to still be able to pull that weapon. You know, I was watching an MMA fight, John Jones. I forget who he was fighting, but John Jones, of course, he's an extreme athlete. But my point is, John Jones was fighting this guy, and he took the guy out. Of course, he was John Jones. And after the fight, the fight was over. They gave him the belt. Joe Rogan was interviewing him. Now this is like 3-4 minutes that went past, okay? Joe Rogan looks down and says, hey man, look, you broke your toe. They put the camera down and John Jones' toe was hanging to the side. John Jones looks down and goes, oh damn, I didn't even realize I did that. And as he's down, he's like this, and he starts, and then they're gonna bring out a stool because he saw, if he didn't see it, he didn't even know what happened because his adrenaline wasn't moving that much. So just wanted to add that in there. Sometimes when your adrenaline is moving and it's going up and like that, you break your hand or damage your hand, you probably won't even know. At least that's my opinion, all right? Peace. I'm out.